Henson. Okay. I sure hate to be in North Dakota right now.
Ain't bad yet. Not bad yet.
My dad,
I might have some snow, but it's not the worst part of the area yet.
my dad was from Dickinson.
Been through there.
All right, I can get y'all to raise your right hand, please. Ms. Harford? Can you raise your right hand and unmute your line, please? All right, do you and each of you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're about to give in this call should be the truth so help you God?
Yes, sir.
I can't hear you, Ms. Harford.
Yes, sir.
You're still not, is my volume down? Let me see, where is my-
Yes.
Okay, I can hear you now.
Yes, sir.
All right, go right ahead, Mr. Sy.
Your name is Brandon Hanson. And your dad is Roger Lee Bebop. And when you say your dad, Mr. Hanson, we're talking about a situation where you took it into Mr. Bebop's home at an early age. Around, although you weren't his biological son, is it true that he raised you as his son?
Yes, sir.
At the age of 1 or so on up.
I'm
Oh,
not
wow.
that. Oh, yes, sir.
Lived with him, with your mom, Connie,
Yes,
and who was your biological mom.
yes.
And you considered your dad, Mr. Bebop, as your father, as you growing up, is that right?
Yes, sir.
But consider that some of the things that you do as father and son that created this bond.
Oh, I mean, like you said, he raised me since I was just a baby. Coached my little dribblers team here in Beaumont. Taught me how to work on vehicles, work on houses, all my family, all my games. Just, it's everything a normal father would do with his son.
Are we doing this as a dependent because one of the heirs is a minor?
That would probably be one reason.
Y'all remember?
Yes.
Because it looked like we have consent from everybody else.
Yeah, we do.
Okay. Okay, go right ahead. I'm sorry, I interrupted.
Oh, sure. In fact, you never knew biological dad. Now, is it true that Mr. Bacchus died? He died in May of this year.
Yes,
President of Nixon County, he died.
yes.
He did not have a will. Did he?
No, sir.
Although he did have some kids, you've been one of them.
Yes, sir.
You asked for the judge to appoint a U.S. administrative officer state and to file the application for declaration of judgeship, determining the heirs of his estate. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
In addition to you, Mr. Bach, according to the documents we have, two biological children, William and Taylor. Is that right?
Yes,
And Taylor had 2 children.
yes.
And William and Taylor were biological children of Connie and Mr. Bach.
Yes,
Right.
yes,
And Taylor had her 2 children, and subsequently they were adopted by Connie and Mr.
yes,
Is that right?
yes.
So actually he has 5 kids. You, William, Taylor, they were the only 5 heirs of his estate, is that right?
Correct.
Who the proof of death and other facts, you read through this document, is that correct?
Yes, yes,
And, or the facts stated in that document, sure, correct?
yes,
T-Buck was not married at the time he died, is that right?
correct.
Okay. Gonna really pass this with you.
Any questions?
No, Your Honor.
Court takes notice of your report.
Gonna recall, Cynthia Tysack.
Go right ahead.
Her name is, excuse me, I know I'm probably mispronouncing that. Cynthia
Isaac.
Tysack, is that right?
Yes, sir.
Did you know Mr. Roger Ebach during his lifetime?
I did.
Can you tell the court about how long you knew him up to the time he died?
Yes, sir. I knew Roger and Connie since 1985, when my husband and I moved in to the neighborhood on Crestview Lane.
So you were neighbors
We were neighbors
for many, many years.
many years. Yes, indeed.
Did you know the fact that Mr. Brandon Hanson was raised by Mr. Ebach as his son?
Yes, sir, I did.
Did you see the relationship as young Brandon was growing up in the neighborhood?
We did. We, as family friends, we enjoyed our company, kids and Connie and Roger. We had a swimming pool at our house, so they were frequent visitors. We would barbecue together. We would oftentimes go to, what was it, Seagram Park for, there was a restaurant there
Oh, that was,
that crabs,
with crab,
crabs,
Channel M.
yes. So many times we shared company.
Was it obvious to you that Roger Ebach considered Brandon to be his son
Certainly,
and
yes.
raised him as his son?
Oh, yes, indeed.
Was it obvious to you that Brandon considered Mr. Ebach his father?
Yes, he did. He called him dad.
I'm going to show you this affidavit of facts concerning the identity of the heirs. Do you recognize this document?
I do. And I have reviewed it.
Or the statements in that document true and correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can go ahead and sign that just as your name is typed on the back page, Ms. Casey. Huh?
You see that?
Yeah, I put it over there within my stack and he didn't have one.
Okay.
He already signed his proof.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you go ahead and sign your oath that you'll well and truly perform your duties as representative of the estate. You may go ahead with Ms. Halford.
Your name is Ms. Sherry Harper.
Yes, sir.
Ms. Harper, we want to thank you for being available this morning for this legal proceeding. We couldn't go forward without you, so thank you for being with us, okay? Okay. This is a probate proceeding for Mr. Roger Ebach. And did you know Mr. Ebach during his lifetime?
Yes, sir.
How many years did you know Mr. Ebach up until the time he died earlier this year?
Well, he dated my sister and then they got married, so I've known him as long as he knew my sister, I guess.
Would it be correct to say that that you may have known him from maybe around 1980 up until the time he died?
Oh, for sure, 80 would be a good year, yep.
And did you know that he has raised a young boy, Brandon Hanson, in his home as his son in the old days?
Oh, yep, yes, sir, yep, he raised Brennan.
Did you know that Brandon considered Mr. Ebach to be his dad?
Yes,
And there is an affidavit of heirship, pardon me, affidavit of facts concerning the identity of heirs. Have you seen that document?
yes, sir. It's hard to hear you, I'm sorry. I can,
Okay, I'm sorry. Let me speak a little bit louder.
thank
You
you.
do have that affidavit in front of you, is that correct?
I don't have it in front of me, but I reviewed it, yes.
All right. And the affidavit that you reviewed is styled affidavit of facts concerning the identity of heirs.
Yes, sir.
And it sets forth the relationship and your knowledge of Mr. Ebach during his lifetime. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
Does it also set forth the heirs, the 5 heirs of Mr. Ebach's estate?
Yes,
Those being Brandon Hanson, William Ebach, Kayla Broussard Ebach, Braden Allen Lee Davis, and Bella Lane Davis. Are those all the kids of Mr. Ebach?
yes, sir.
Okay, Ms. Alford, where do you live?
Devils Lake, North Dakota.
Okay,
No, we have no proof of it.
all right. So if you'll make arrangements to sign that affidavit of fact concerning the identity of heirs before a notary public and return that to Mr. Sykes, he'll e-file that with the court so that we can proceed with documents. I'm noticing looking at the affidavit of assets, it only has one piece of property. So I'm a little bit concerned that I find it hard to believe that a person could have a piece of property worth that value without having any bank account.
He's probably got bank accounts, but nobody can get into them or anything.
Okay,
so-
so you're gonna need to, I'm gonna give you these documents for you to go over with him, for you and he to sign. And, they outline what your responsibilities are. You can go ahead and sign that affidavit of assets right now.
Okay.
Once you get your letters of administration, you're gonna need to do some investigation, go to his house, look at what's come in the mail from financial institutions and so forth, so that you can talk to them and refile an updated inventory of what's in the estate. The estate's code requires one to be filed. But you can sign this initial affidavit of assets here. And just make sure you update that for us once he gets
Yes,
his
sir.
letters, okay?
Yes, sir, sure.
And it'll probably be a couple of days before I sign the order, because she's gonna have to mail in her proof, and I can't sign it until I get her
Yes, sir.
affidavit. All righty.
We do that.
I hope everything goes well. Thank y'all for coming in.
Thank
Thank you for appearing, Miss Alford. Y'all have a great week.
Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Nice to meet you. You just wish this to me.
Good morning, Ms. Nichols.
Good morning, Judge. Can you hear me?
I can. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so we're looking for Mr., how do you say that? Is it using?
Bryson
Using,
Houston.
Pardon me?
using.
Okay, you'll need to enable your video, please, sir. Okay, you are Bryson Richard Using.
Yes, sir.
Give me 1 sec. Sir, I'm gonna hold up what purports to be the last will and testament of Miss Jana Lee Hales Houston. Do you recognize that as being such?
Yes, sir.
I'm gonna go back to the signature page on the document. Ask you if you recognize that as being her signature.
Yes, sir.
Can you see that okay?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And to your knowledge, after the date she made this will on July 9th of 2024, did she ever change it or revoke it?
Not to my knowledge.
I can barely hear you. I think I have my volume up as high as it'll go. It appears as though your wife passed away about 12 days later. Is that correct?
Correct. On 21st of July. July.
And on July 9th of 2024, did she, given her diagnosis, did she still have the mental capacity to understand the nature of what she was doing in executing the will?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Go right ahead, Ms. Nichols.
Thank you, Judge. Mr. Using, I've supplied you with a proof of death and other facts. Have you had a chance to review that proof of death and other facts?
Yes, ma'am.
Is everything contained in that proof of death and other facts within your personal knowledge and correct?
Correct. Everything is correct.
Okay. Your Honor, I have no further questions for him. You've already asked him the questions on the will. I have supplied him with the proof of death and other facts to sign before a notary in South Carolina, which is where he's from. Do you have any other questions for Mr. Using?
No, so if you will take that proof of death and other facts and your oath and sign them exactly as your name is typed on those documents before a notary public, return those to Ms. Nichols. Ms. Nichols will e-file those with the court and bring them down here, and we will, I'll sign the order admitting the will to probate and the muniment of title, and she'll be able to get certified copies for you in the event you need them for any reason.
Appreciate it, sir.
All right. Well, y'all have a great week. And let me know if there's anything else, Ms. Nichols.
Thank you, Judge. We appreciate it.
Y'all take care.
You too. Bye-bye.
Thank you.
This is Miss Janetta Hawkins.